The goal for this video is to give you the best 3 leg exercises to strengthen them, particularly for people over 60 or 70 years old. Get those legs strong and circulation in those legs as well.
So we're going to go through all 3 exercises, give you form tips and how to modify them so they work for you.
Bob and Brad, the 2 most famous physical therapists on the internet.
I'm Brad.
I'm Mike, and behind the scenes we have Bob, and together we are the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
And if you're new to our channel and like this video, please subscribe.
There you go. Subscribe, hit the button, do whatever you need to do. Let's get on with the program, Mike. Let's talk about the first exercise, working large muscle groups, because it's going to work also balance as well, because this is where a lot of people actually fall getting out of a chair because they're wobbly and they're not stable. So we're going to work that. The first thing you're going to do is, we call it quads and glutes, the squats, starting from a chair. See if you can do this and stand up very easily and with good balance. If you're a little wobbly, then we're going to start with, and it's difficult to get up, you can take a throw pillow or a cushion if you have it, about 1 or 2 inches thick. Put that down, and that'll get you up a little bit, make a big difference, and then use your arms to push up if you need to. If you don't, put your hands across here, and up we go. When you get to this point, it's critical to have a complete exercise by taking your buttock muscles and squeezing, get good tall posture, and then back down slowly. Mike, did I miss anything?
A couple things you want to be aware of is your foot position. Don't have them close. That'll make it harder. Nice and wide. If you're really struggling, scoot your butt to the edge of the chair. And sometimes even leaning forward, shifting your weight nose over toes helps to get up if you tend to fall backwards when you're trying to stand up. If you tend to fall forward, you don't have to go knees over toes, but maybe have something in front of you so you don't feel like you're going to tip over.
Right. If you are having some concern and your balance is off, take your chair, put it right in front of the kitchen sink. That way, when you get up, you have something solid. You can wrap your fingers around the bowl of the sink part, and then try to take your hands off. And if you're having a hard time going down without plopping, you can hold that sink solid. This is one of the things we've done all the time in the clinic when we have people go home to work on their exercise, is utilize the kitchen sink.
Everyone's going to start with a different rep range. Maybe you can only do 5 and then you're tired. That's fine. Eventually, over weeks, try to work up to 10 to 15 repetitions. And you can do this 2 to 3 times a week. Just make sure to rest in between days to let your legs recover a little bit.
All right, so that's exercise number 1, the sit to stand. Now let's go to number 2. We want to strengthen the muscles below the knees. Very critical that the calf muscles, ankles, and the heels are all strong, because that's critical for keeping your balance as well as walking on uneven surfaces like outside.
So now we're going to focus on the calf and ankle muscles. So for beginners, hold on to something for support. This can be a railing, a kitchen sink, a back of a chair like Brad is doing. And we're just going to go up on your toes as high as you can. Some people can't go up this high. If you're just a partial range, that's okay. If you need to get up higher, push through your arms and it'll become easier, and go back down. And then we can rock into the other direction, lifting your toes off of the floor as well, and just go back and forth. Some things to keep aware of is making sure your hips and posture are neutral in a straight position. Oftentimes people will shoot their butt back like this and then go way forward like this, and their hips are doing awkward things. Try to keep a nice tall posture. Get as close as you need to the steps or sink you are holding on to, and try to shoot for 10 to 15 reps if possible.
Very good. I'd like to add, if you're using a chair or the kitchen sink, which again, I really advise that if you need to be steady, is oftentimes people in the age of 70 and up have difficult time getting their heels up off the ground. That's just one of those muscle weaknesses that occurs with age. So again, use your arms to help push. Get as high as you can, and then go down slowly so that you get eccentric strengthening, which means you're going down with good control and using your arms to help. And you will work through that if you work it on a regular basis. And again, just like Mike says, go back on your heels. If you going back on your heels is uncomfortable, you feel unsteady, just avoid it for now. I am not wearing shoes. I'm wearing socks. You can do it without shoes on. Probably shoes on would be better. I'm just giving an example of why not. Plus, I've got these cool socks that I'm very proud of.
You just like showing them off.
I do. I got them on backwards because there's an L here for left, and it's on my right. Anyways, anything else, Mike?
No, I think we hit everything for the calf raises.
Right.
Now we got one more exercise option. We're going to show two variations of it. You can either do some form of step-ups or you can do a lunge. But I think we'll let our camera guy get reset before
There you go. All right, the last exercise, very good for leg strength, balance, and negotiation of steps. You'll see why. We're going to start. One option is lunging. Make sure you have something to hold on to. A good, strong piece of furniture here and cupboard on the other side or another piece of solid furniture. You're going to take a step forward, not real deep, but a comfortable distance. And then we're going to simply lower ourselves down and go a comfortable distance so that you can get back up without having any problems. Because if you get down too far and you can't get up, it's a big problem. So start very cautiously. And we can just do 10 lunges like this. And if you feel strong, you might want to put a pillow down because it's nice for comfort on the knee. When your knee starts to hit that pillow, come back up. Okay, and then make sure you do the opposite leg. And we're going to shoot for 10. Now, the deeper you go out, it's going to be a little more difficult. You'll feel these quads working very hard. Okay, very good. Now, the option is what Mike's going to show using the steps.
So you can do step-ups instead. It works pretty much the same muscle groups. So what you do is just hold on to some railings. If I'm working my right leg, I'm going to put my right leg up on the step. I'm going to step up, and then I'm going to go back in a controlled manner. You can hold on to the handrails if you need more support and to go down slow. Oftentimes I see people just doing this and they're not working much. They're actually pushing with their back leg a lot more when you do that. The focus is to use the leg on the step. That way it mimics a lunge. So hold on to the rails needed for balance, push through this leg and lower through the leg on the step. You can aim for 10 repetitions with the leg, and then again make sure to switch and do the other side. If you are very weak and you have to use the back leg to help push off, that is fine. But the goal of this exercise is to really focus on the leg on the step there. Just do 10 reps. If you don't like doing one leg at the same time, and if you feel coordinated enough, you can certainly alternate your step-ups like this for a little bit of an added challenge.
And I just wanted to add, let's say you only have one handrail. You can do what Mike is doing, or you can take a cane and I don't know if you can see it, but go the other way. Yeah, that way.
Normally you put the cane on the step. This is going to be too low to get up. Put the cane on the step, and then you can push with both hands like this and do it this way. And then just make sure to switch. The cane is going to go on the opposite hand of the leg on the stair.
Very good. All right. So we're going to go through a complete set of this just to show how it will be done once you're used to the exercises, and it does not take long at all. Okay, so we're going to start with the sit to stands, and Mike's going to do the more aggressive option. I'm going to do the more introductory level. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. I've got a pillow under here. I'm pushing off my armrest, and go ahead. There's one. Squeeze the butt. And help count, Tanner, because I might talk a little bit. There we go.
On 3
Squeeze.
right now. Notice we're going down nice, slow, and controlled. We're not plopping into the chair. What are we on 5 right now?
Keep breathing. Remember to breathe. Good. And squeeze that buttocks together. Get those glutes working. Very good. We're already on 8.
2 more. 9. And number 10.
Good. Take a little breather, and we're going to set up for the next one.
Which is calf raises.
Calf raises. I'm going to use the back of a chair. Remember, the sink works really stable. Get the hand around it. And we're going to go up on the toes. Mike's going to go up on us, so the heels. I'm not going to do that because I'm not ready for it yet. Ooh, nope. I'm a little wobbly.
What number are you on? I'm on 4.
4.
I don't know what you're on. I'm doing both motions, so it's a little different.
Good. I'm
6.
pushing up on the chair a little bit because I need a little assistance to get good range of motion. We're at 8. There we go.
9, and I'm just holding on just so I don't tip, but I'm
Yeah.
not really pushing through my hands. Good.
Mike's
that's
a
10.
little ahead of me because he's stronger. That's not a problem. Now I'm going to set up for the lunges. Mike's going to do the exercises there. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
Okay, and let's go.
So we got 1. I don't know what pace you're going at. I'm looking at a wall right now. 2.
2. I'm helping with
3.
my arms because I can't quite get to the pillow without getting up.
I'm just making sure I'm going down slowly and not rushing too fast.
Yep. I'm starting to get tired. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to watch Mike finish. I cannot get 10 done.
Uh-oh.
And that's okay.
Just do what you can. And now I'm on 10. And now we're going to switch legs. Are you ready back
Yep.
there? I'm
Now,
going.
on this leg, my left knee hurts. It's got a little arthritis, so I'm just going to go down a little bit. And this obviously is not uncommon. And
You're
then
falling
Mike,
apart over there.
yeah. So, and if you had a sore knee, you could use your arms on the rails to assist.
Yeah, so I could push a lot more with my arms and my back foot to help
Right.
if one leg is more troublesome than the other.
Mine's starting to feel better the more I work it.
And I'm on
Yeah.
10.
There we go. So the idea is if it starts to feel better as you work that sore knee, you can work with it more. But if it feels like it's just getting irritated, it's time to stop, give it a day's rest, come back with it the next day or 2 days later.
Now, you can just start with one set like that, especially if you're new to working out. If you find that easy and you want to work out longer, you can repeat that 2 to 3 times. That's perfectly fine. Just build up your repetitions over time as long as it's feeling good. If you do too much and you're really sore, then back off the next time. Just slowly progress over time, and you'll get more acclimated to it and stronger.
When you said repetitions, I thought you were going to say build up your reputation.
Yeah, build up your reputation.
Well, yeah, you're going to get stronger.
Yeah.
So anyways, we have another video that is going to help people in this age group as well, and it might even be better than this one.
Yeah,
What is
5
it?
reasons seniors get weak legs, and it can be fixed. So you can click the video link on the screen. It gives a little more in-depth of why this weakness typically happens as we age.
There you go. Don't worry, you're okay. It happens to most everyone.